So yesterday we did till Sebastian's speech, escape being drunk for want of wine. So Sebastian says, Gonzalo talks about the island. He says, if I were the king on it, what would I do? If this island belonged to me, if I was the king of this island, if I had my own colony on this island, what would I do? What he was trying to say was that I would rule this island in a very different manner, right? So he says, so Sebastian again interrupts him and says, escape being drunk for what of wine. So he says that if you will be the king of this island, then you will not get any drinks on this island. There is no alcohol on this island, and so you will remain sober. Remain sober means you will remain in your senses, right? You won't get wine to drink, and so you will be in your senses. In the Commonwealth. Now, I told you that this is an important speech because what Gonzalo talks about what all he would do on that island if he were the king of this island. So this is an important speech, right? In the Commonwealth, I would by contraries execute all things. So what would I do? I would by contraries. By contraries means against the usual system, right? My kingdom will be very different from any kind of other kingdom, right? I would not rule my estate in a usual manner like others do, right? My estate will be ruled in a different manner, in a very unusual manner. So I will execute things in a very different manner. For no kind of traffic would I have. Why? What all I would do, I would not admit any kind of traffic. Traffic here means trade, right? I would not allow any kind of trade in my kingdom. There won't be any kind of trade in my kingdom. So, no name of magistrate. And then there won't be any magistrates. There won't be any designation, any post of a magistrate on my island, right? No name of magistrate, right? There won't be any trade, there won't be any magistrate to decide matters. Letters should not be known. There won't be any literacy on my island, right? Nobody will study. Letters here means nobody will study literature. There won't be any studies going on my island. Riches, poverty, use of service, none. So nobody will be a servant of other human beings. Everyone will be free, everyone will be equal. So there will be no one rich and no one poor. Equality will be there. Equality will prevail on my island. The use of service, none. Right? Use of service, none means nobody will be a servant of other person. Contract, succession, bound of land, till, vineyard, none. So nothing will be there. There will be no contract. People will not enter into any kind of contract. There will be no right to succession. The property will not belong to the succession of property will not be there on my island. There will be no boundaries of land, right? That this is my boundary, this territory belongs to me, this territory belongs to you. These things will be completely absent from my island. Tilth means agriculture, right? Nobody will grow any crops. There won't be any agriculture. There will be no vineyards. Means nobody, no grapes and all these types of wines will be grown. Right? So there will be no agriculture, no vineyards, no one rich, no one poor, no servant, no contract, no right to succession of property, and no boundaries. Then no use of metal, corn, wine, oil. So all these things will not be used on my island. No occupation. Nobody will do any kind of occupation. Right? All men idle. All. Everyone will remain idle, doing nothing. Neither they will grow their crops, nor they will do any kind of trade, nor they will do any kind of occupation, and neither will they be in service of other person. So all will be free and all will be idle, doing nothing. And women too, but innocent and pure. So women too will be free, women too will be idle, but they will be innocent and pure. They will maintain the chastity and purity of their character. No sovereignty. No sovereignty means no ruler. Now see, what has he done? First he said that there will be no ruler. First he said, if I were the king on the island, right? First he declared himself the king of the island. He said that if this island belonged to me and I was the king of it, and by the time he reached the end of his speech, he said no sovereignty. No sovereignty means no ruler. So what he is actually doing, he is contradicting his own statement, right? The first sentence of his speech, the first thing which he occurred about his, the first sentence which he uttered about his imagination is in contradiction with the last sentence. No sovereignty. First he said that if I would have been the king of the island, and in the end he said that no sovereignty, there will be no ruler on this island. So then how will he be the king of this island, right? So it is in contradiction with his first sentence. So this is noticed by Sebastian. Sebastian says, yet he would be the king on it. There will be no sovereignty, but still he will be the king on it. Sebastian caught this particular error committed by Gonzalo, and he says that yet he will be the king. There will be no sovereignty, no we will be the king, and still he will be the king. Antonio, the later end of his commonwealth forgets the beginning. Means the ending of his commonwealth, the commonwealth which he has imagined, the state which he has imagined, it has forgotten the beginning of his speech, right? Gonzalo, all things in common nature should produce without sweat or endeavor. All things in common nature should produce without sweat or endeavor. So means what will we consume? What will the people of my this is in continuation with his speech. He says that they will be we will consume or we'll make use of only the things which are available in common nature, right? Which are produced by nature. We will not put in some extra effort to produce something. Whatever is freely available in nature, we will consume, right? Without sweat or endeavor. Without sweat or endeavor means without making any extra effort, without putting in toil and labor for it. Whatever will be available to us, we will simply consume. Treason, felony, sword, pike, knife, gun, or need of any engine. So these things will not be there. There won't be any kind of treason, means disloyalty will not be there. This is treason. There won't be any kind of disloyalty. Felony will not be there. Felony means crime will not be there. Then sword, no weapons will be used. Pike, pike is the sharp pointed edges of the spear, right? So there won't be any. See, these are the weapons to harm anyone. Gun, knife, right? No need of any engine. Here the meaning of engine is instrument of torture. No instrument of torture will be used on my commonwealth, right? In my estate, nobody will use any instrument which will, any instrument or any weapon which will cause harm to the other person, right? So these are the things which are used, these are the objects which are used to harm the other person or to injure the other person. So that is what he says, that these things will not be used. Would I not have? But nature should bring forth of its own kind, all poison, all abundant. What will be there? There will be only natural things, right? Which nature will give us as gift. All poison means all in plenty. Nature has always given us plentiful gifts in abundance, so we don't need to put in any extra effort to grow more, right? We will consume and everything which is freely available to us in nature to feed my innocent people. So nature will give us enough to feed all these innocent, pure people who will live in my kingdom. No marrying among his subjects. So Sebastian says that even there will be no relationship of marriage among his subjects. His subjects, they will not marry each other. None, man, all idols. Yes, yes, no marriage. All will be idle, doing nothing. They will just be vagabonds. They will just live their life like vagabonds, no morality, doing nothing, no marriage, no institution of marriage, no commitment, nothing will be there. Gonzalo. I would with such perfection govern, sir, to excel the golden age. So Gonzalo says, I will govern my estate in such a manner, I will govern my kingdom in such a manner that it will be far better than the golden age of Europe. Right? Everyone will be happier than the people than compared to the people of the golden age. Sebastian, God save his majesty. So now they start cheering. He says that may his kingdom live. God be with his kingdom. May God save his kingdom. Long live Gonzalo. Right? So like we say now, so they also start exclaiming that long live King Gonzalo. And do you make me, sir? Do you mark me, sir? So Gonzalo further says he's talking to Alonso. He says, and are you listening to me, sir? Oh, Sir Alonso, King Alonso, are you listening to me? Alonso, pray thee, no more thou dost talk nothing to me. So Alonso again is irritated the way he was earlier. There is no improvement in his situation. And he says, I request you, your talks don't mean anything to me. I am not even listening to this absurd things which you are talking about, right? Your talk is entirely, completely meaningless to me. It is not making any sense to me at the present moment. Any problem till here? Anything you haven't understood? Okay. So Alonso got irritated, says, so he says that I am not listening to any of your meaningless talks. Your talks are completely meaningless to me at this moment. I am not at all interested in listening to them. Gonzalo says, I do well believe your highness, and did it to minister occasion to this gentleman who are of such sensible and nimble lungs that they always used to laugh at nothing. Now he is making a reference to Antonio and Sebastian. He says, yes, I very well believe you, sir. I believe whatever you are saying. I know that my talks are meaningless to you. They don't mean anything to you. They are not making any sense to you, especially at this particular moment when you are mourning the death of your son, when you are already in a very depressed mood. So I can understand that my talks are not having any impact or any effect on you. But why I was doing all these things, why I was talking all this nonsense, I did it to minister occasion to these gentlemen. Why I was doing it? I was doing all this minister, all these things to entertain these gentlemen. Now, these gentlemen is a reference for Sebastian and Antonio. I was doing all these things to entertain these two people. That is Sebastian and Antonio, who are of such sensible and nimble lungs. Who are of such sensible and nimble lungs means that their lungs are very sensitive, that they get very excited. They get excited very easily. Nimble means very agile and active, right? Their lungs are very active, and that is why they are entertained over anything and nothing, right? Anything which actually doesn't make sense, but they enjoy. Right? So he's kind of retorting at what Antonio and Sebastian were doing till now, right? So because they can make fun of anything, they can laugh at anything, right? They can laugh at nothing rather. They can laugh at nothing, right? So that is why I was talking all this nonsense to entertain these two gentlemen, because they have got very sensitive and very agile, very fickle-minded lungs, and so they laugh over nothing also, meaningless things also. Antonio, it was you we laughed at. So Antonio says, wait, hello. We were not laughing at nothing. We were laughing at you. We were making fun of you. Gonzalo, what is this kind of merry fooling? I'm nothing to you. So who in this kind of merry fooling am nothing to you? So you may continue and laugh at nothing. Right? So Gonzalo says, yes, very true. I am nothing as compared to laughing over nonsense stuff, right? As over as far as this matter of laughing over foolish things is concerned, I am nothing in comparison to you. So, sirs, you can go on laughing at nothing, right? No comparison between us. You are much greater as far as this particular thing is concerned. As far as laughing over foolish things is concerned, you occupy a much higher place in comparison to me. So you go on, you continue laughing at nothing. Antonio, what a blow was there given. So Antonio says, now he aimed, he tried to hit us, he tried to answer us back. So it was a nice hit given to us, Sebastian, and it had not fallen flat. So Sebastian says, yes, if it had not fallen, though it didn't harm us, it had fallen flat. So see, if a weapon falls flat, it doesn't hurt. It will hurt only if it will fall on its edges, right? So Sebastian says, yes, it was a fine blow if it would have fallen on its edges. But thankfully, it fell flat on us, so it didn't make any harm to us. It was harmless to us because all this irritation, all this hit by Gonzalo had fallen completely flat. So it has been harmless to us. It didn't harm us. Gonzalo, you are gentlemen of brave metal. You would lift the moon out of her spear. So now they are entering into some kind of argument. So you are a gentleman of brave metal. Brave metal means brave spirit. Again, he is referring to these two people, that is Sebastian and Antonio. And he says, both of you are gentlemen of great spirit. You would lift the moon out of her sphere if she would continue in it 5 weeks without change. See, the cycle of moon is of 28 days. That is 4 weeks. So Gonzalo says that you are really, how can I compare myself with you people? You are such great people who can even, with the brave spirits, who can even change the moon, lift the moon from its orbit. If the moon doesn't change itself in 4 weeks, if the moon goes on without changing for the 5th week, that is after 4 weeks, because the cycle of the moon is of 4 weeks. So if the moon continues within the same cycle for the 5th week, what will you do? You will even lift the moon and keep it in its right place. Why? Because you people are great people. Actually, what he means to say is that you are so brave, you have got such brave spirits that you can even attempt to do the impossible. See, this is an impossible act, to change the moon, right? To change the course of moon, this is impossible, right? So what Gonzalo means to say is that you are brave people, courageous people, and you can even attempt to do the things which are normally considered as impossible by any normal human being. When this was going on, when this argument between Gonzalo on one side and Antonio and Sebastian on the other side, when all this was going on, what happens? Ariel enters invisible, playing solemn music. So Ariel enters invisible to all these people, invisible to King Alonso and others, and then he starts playing solemn music. Sebastian, we would so, and then go a back forward. So he says, yes, we can do that. We can change the direction of the moon also. We can lift the moon also. We can do anything. We can do any impossible thing. And after doing that, right, after lifting the moon from its orbit, what will we do? We will go a bat fowling, means we will go on hunting, bat hunting. Nay, good my lord, be not angry. So then they feel that Gonzalo is kind of feeling irritated. And so Antonio says, oh no, we were just kidding, right? It was just for the sake of fun. So my lord, please don't be angry. He is my here, good my lord means is an address to Gonzalo, right? He is referring to Gonzalo in these words. He says, dear Gonzalo, please don't be angry. Dear good lord, please don't be angry. There is no need for you to be annoyed in this discussion. Gonzalo, no, I warrant you. I will not adventure my discretion so weakly. He says that, no, I'm not angry. I assure you that I will not be angry over such a stuff. Adventure my discretion so weakly means the reputation which I enjoy of being a wise man. I will not risk that reputation by getting angry on such nonsense stuff. Because Gonzalo was known for his wisdom. that he was a wise old man, wise old experienced man. So he says, trust me, I assure you that I will not risk. Adventure here means risk the reputation which I enjoy of being considered a wise man for this nonsense stuff which we are talking. I'm not going to risk my reputation for that by getting annoyed over such trivial matter. Will you laugh me asleep, for I am very sleepy? What you can do, as both of you are only fond of laughing over nothing, you laugh at useless things. So now I would request both of you to please go on laughing and make me fall asleep because I am feeling heavy, right? I am feeling heavy means that kind of drowsiness is taking over on me and I am feeling sleepy. See, they are feeling sleepy because of Ariel's music and they were tired also, right? They had been wandering for a long time and then they somehow reached the shore after the shipwreck. So they were feeling tired also. And Gonzalo was an old man. So he said that I am feeling sleepy. So I just want you people to laugh me to sleep. Antonio, go sleep and hear us. Hear us laugh. Right? So Antonio said, yes, yes, you can sleep. We will go on laughing and you can hear our laughter and fall asleep. All sleep except Alonso, Sebastian, and Antonio. And then what happened? Because Ariel was playing the solemn music, the serious music was being played by Ariel, and so everyone who was listening to that music fell asleep, except these three people. That is Alonso, Sebastian, and Antonio. Right? So the rest of them in their group, they fell asleep. Alonso, what? All so soon asleep? I wish mine eyes would with themselves shut up my thoughts. I find they are inclined to do so. So Alonso says, what? How strange! How strange it is that everyone has fallen asleep together. Right? Just like that. They were done talking just now a while ago, and then all of a sudden they have fallen asleep. Then Alonso says, I wish mine eyes would with themselves shut up my thoughts. He also desires that he should also fall asleep. He is also desiring sleep. He says, I also wish that my eyes should also become heavy and I should also fall asleep because if I will fall asleep, then the thoughts of my son, the thoughts of my dead son, which are constantly troubling me, they will be shut up for some time. At least I won't be thinking about my son for some time if I fall asleep. So that is why I also want to fall asleep. And the next moment he realizes they are inclined to do so. So then next moment he realizes that he is also feeling sleepy. So he also has an urge to sleep. Sebastian, please you sir, do not omit the heavy offer. So Sebastian tells Alonso that yes, if you are feeling sleepy, please don't ignore this offer of sleep. It seldom visits sorrow. So sleep is something which very rarely comes to the person who is suffering, right? When you are in sorrow, when you are sad, it's very difficult for you to fall asleep. So Sebastian says that sleep is something which seldom, very rarely visits a sorrowful person or sorrowful mind. And if you are feeling sleepy, if you have an inclination to sleep at this particular moment, then you should not omit it. It is a comfort. And if a person who is sad, who is gloomy, who is depressed, if sleep visits such a person, it will definitely prove to be a comforter. It means that it will definitely relax that person, make him feel better. So that is why I request you that you should not reject the offer of sleep. If you are feeling sleepy, accept that offer and sleep. Alonso, we too, my Lord, will guard your person while you take your rest. So he says that we too. We too means Antonio himself and Sebastian will guard your person, will take care of your security, will be your bodyguard while you are taking rest, while you are sleeping, and we will take care of your safety. Alonso, thank you, wondrous heavy. So Alonso thanks them, and then he says, wondrous heavy. Wondrous heavy means a strange kind of heaviness I am feeling. Right? So my eyes are shutting down. Alonso sleeps. exit Ariel. And then Alonso also falls asleep and Ariel leaves the place and goes. Any problem? Why do you think Ariel left Sebastian and Antonio away? Why did his music didn't have any impact on Sebastian and Antonio? Anyone? Yes. Yes, Tanisha.
So their captain plan for King Alonso's murder.
Pardon?
So that Antonio and Sebastian can plot for King Alonso's murder.
Yes. I told you in the beginning when we started with this act that Antonio will instigate Sebastian to murder his own brother, like the way he did in the past, right? So that is why Ariel left these two people away, so that they get time to plot a conspiracy to murder Alonso, right? So let's move ahead. Alonso sleeps and then Ariel leaves. Sebastian, what a strange drowsiness possesses them. So Sebastian says, what a strange drowsiness. They fell asleep all of a sudden. So this was something very strange for them. Who falls asleep? A group of people falling asleep together in no time. So that is what Sebastian is saying, that this drowsiness, this sleep, which took over all of them, that was strange. Antonio, it is the quality of the climate. So Antonio says, maybe it is due to the climate of this place that all of us, them have fallen asleep so suddenly. Why doth it not then my eyelids sting? I find not myself disposed to sleep. So Sebastian says, if it would have been the quality of the climate, that is, if it would have been because of the climate of this particular place, then my eyelids should also feel heavy. Then I should also feel like sleeping, which I am not, which myself disposed to sleep. I find not, so I am not myself disposed to sleep. So I don't have any inclination to sleep. I am very much agile. I am very much active at this present moment. I don't want to sleep. So if it would have been because of the climate of the place, then I should also feel sleepy. I am not feeling sleepy. You are not feeling sleepy. So it is not the climate of this particular place which made them fall asleep. So Antonio says, nor I, my spirits are nimble. So Antonio says, yes, you are correct. My spirits are also very active. I am also not feeling tired and sleepy. They fell together all, as by consent. All of them, all of these people, the entire group fell asleep together as if they made an agreement that they will fall asleep at this particular time. As if they entered into some kind of agreement, as if they decided that all of us will fall asleep at this moment, and then they fell asleep. They dropped as by thunderstorm, as if someone is hit by lightning. What happens if the lightning hits a person? He will drop down immediately. So he said that they dropped, they all of us them fell asleep as if some lightning struck them. What might were these passion? Now he starts, right? Now he changes the topic and he says, what might worthy Sebastian? Oh, what might? No more. Then he says, what will happen, worthy Sebastian? My dear Sebastian, what will happen? What will happen, Sebastian? And then, see, he's just acting. Then he says, no more. Oh, no, no, no. I should not talk further about it, right? I should not say anything. I should keep quiet. First, he says, right? First, he starts the topic just to arouse the curiosity of Sebastian, right? First, he says, what might, worthy Sebastian? So, what will happen, worthy Sebastian? What will happen, worthy Sebastian? He repeats it twice. And then he says, no more. No, no, I should not talk about it. I should not say anything about it. Sorry, sorry, sorry. And yet, methinks I see it in that way. And then he again starts, right? He goes on talking. There are people who first will say something and then will say, no, 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 I should not tell you this. I should not say anything further about it. I should better keep quiet. And then in the next sentence, they will reveal something more. then no, it's enough, right? So he is using that particular trick. He says, yet I should keep quiet, but still me thinks I see it in thy face. But still I feel it is so clearly visible in your face. Now what will happen to Sebastian? What will be the impact of this on Sebastian? He will be curious to know what Antonio is talking about. Yes or no? If somebody talks to you like this, I can see it very clearly on your face. It is very clearly visible on your face. Then obviously you would want to know what is it which is clearly visible on your face. So the same thing will happen to Sebastian also. And yet me thinks I see it in thy face, right? It is so obvious in your face. It is so clearly visible in your face what thou shouldest be. The occasion speaks. What you should have been, right? What should have been your true position? This occasion is speaking very clearly. This opportunity which you are getting at this particular moment, this moment which is in your favor, seems to speak very clearly about what you should have been. What is your true position? This particular occasion is revealing it very clearly. My strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon your head. So then he says that my imagination, I can clearly see a crown dropping upon your head. Means I can clearly see you as being the king. This is what he says. Sebastian, what? Art thou waking? So Sebastian is shocked. When he listens to this, he is shocked. What the hell are you talking about? Are you awake or you are also asleep? Whatever you are saying is not making sense at all. Do you not hear me speak? So Antonio said, Arey, can't you hear me speak? If you can hear me speak, if you can hear whatever I am saying clearly, then it is obvious I am awake. Sebastian, I do. And surely it is a sleepy language. So Sebastian, yes, of course I do hear you speaking. But again, the language which you are saying, the words which you uttered just now, they don't make any sense to me. Right? It is like a sleepy language. It seems as if you are talking in your sleep. Whatever you said a while ago, dropping upon the crown, dropping upon my head. Right? So this is not making sense at all. And thou speakest out of thy sleep. And it seems as if you are talking in your sleep. You are talking all senseless, rubbish stuff. What is it thou didst say? This is a strange repose. To be asleep with eyes wide open. He said, what did you say? What did you say a while ago? It is, you are in a strange kind of sleep, right? This is a strange kind of resting state. Repose means sleep, rest, right? So you are in a different kind of a state where you are asleep with your eyes wide open and you can speak, you can stand, you can move, but still you are asleep. Your mind is not working at this moment. Your mind is asleep and yet so fast asleep because whatever you are saying doesn't make sense at all, right? You are talking all nonsense. And so it seems that though you can stand, walk, move, talk, but still you are fast asleep. I think we should stop here and continue further on the